Hey, second graders, welcome back to day 11. We are still talking about the artist Pete Mondrian, and I was just thinking, I forgot to show you guys last class. A couple of years ago, some third graders and I were working on a project that I wanted to share with you. I don't know if you can see it, but we created a chair based on the artwork of Pete Mondrian, and we had a ton of fun creating it. Don't try this at home without asking mom first. Today, we are going to need the following. You are going to need the composition that you started last time. Get it out of that safe place and bring it out. Your paper with your black vertical and horizontal lines. You will also need some paint. You are going to need paint in red, yellow, and blue. If your parents came to pick up one of the art kits at the beginning of the semester, you should have some paint like this in your art packet and a brush, and that would work perfectly. If you do not have paint at home or available to you, then you'll need to try to find a different medium that you do have that you'll be able to complete the project with. You will also need a paintbrush. Again, if you got the kit from me at the beginning of the school year, you will have a brush in there also. You will also need some water to clean your brush in between using colors. I put my brush in a little baby food jar, but you can use a plastic cup or a disposable cup. Just make sure it's not your mom's great cup that she uses every day and doesn't want you to be putting dirty brushes in. A painting tip before we get started. You are probably going to want to protect your clothes, so I always like to wear my apron, but an old t-shirt or smock works great. Another tip, when we are painting, it is sometimes a good idea to lay out an old tablecloth or newspaper underneath your project so that you protect the surface that you're working on. So pause the video and go get yourself ready for our project today. Welcome back. I am ready to start. So I have my project from last time. And again, I'm reminding myself the 3 primary colors, like the video song we listened to before the lesson. And I have my paint ready. I have it on my palette. I am using my paint palette today, and I have my water ready. Now, remember, we said when we were looking at Mondrian's work that we wanted to have one pop of color in each of the colors. So I'm going to start with my blue. And this is where you get to choose. You can choose any of the areas to paint blue. So I am going to carefully paint this section blue. I want to make sure I stay within my vertical and horizontal lines. I'm looking at my craftsmanship, making sure I'm not being outside of my vertical and horizontal lines. To create this blue square. Actually a little more like a rectangle, but it's close to a square. And then when I'm done, I want to make sure I clean my brush, so I'm going to put it in my water and swish it around until it's clean. In the interest of saving time, I'm just going to use a different brush to show you the next section. We are going to then choose another color. I'm going to choose my yellow, and I'm going to paint that in any of the sections that I choose. You decide. Put my big towel down. yellow. Don't be stingy with the paint, but you really don't need very much because it spreads and you don't want it to be too gloppy. Again, put it in the water to clean it off. And I'm going to go to my third primary color, and I am going to take my red, and I am going to do red in this big section. I'm going to be pretty bold with my red. Get that down. You can see I'm trying to be careful, staying within the vertical and horizontal lines. Harder for me to do because I'm doing it actually on a board. It would be easier to paint if I was painting on a flat surface like I usually do. Now I did get some paint on my hands, so a good idea to go wash your hands before you go touching anything in the house and making mom or dad upset. Make sure you wash your brush and dump your dirty water and clean up any paint mess that you may have caused during this time. And you want to set your painting aside to let it dry. And then when you are done, you might end up with something like this. These are some that I've already made. Here's another one that I've done. See, I had some fat lines. This one, it looks like the dog ate it. Here's another one that I worked on. So I have been busy creating, and each one you could see looks so different than the other ones, and they were all made using the same idea. When you have finished and it's dry, ask yourself, did I follow directions? Did I meet the criteria? Did I do everything I was asked? Do I have vertical and horizontal lines and the 3 primary colors? If you can say yes, yes, thumbs up. Ask yourself then, was I neat? Did I show craftsmanship? Is this my best work? Did I put in the effort? Next, ask yourself, is it creative? Does it look like nothing I've ever seen before and no one else has done this but me? It can remind you of things, but you've synthesized it and made it your own idea. If you can say yes to all those things, remember to sign your name. We always sign our name, as great artists do, to our work. Then go to the assignment link, click on the microphone, and I cannot wait to see the finished product. I hope you guys had fun painting today, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.